He will be sacked. The fumble is knocked loose. Southside picks it up, and they might get more yards on the fumble recovery, but it's going to be a loss for Southside. A chilly night here for the Totem Pole game. It'll be 3rd down and 11. So both these teams have come out with the run game early. We've seen very little passing from both of these teams. Northside's been able to find success putting 2 touchdowns on the board. Southside looking for their first touchdown on their 3rd drive of the game. Third and 11, Southside. And they're going to have 2 receivers on the right as he drops back. Under pressure, a flag is thrown, and he's sacked.
Hafner sacked by Austin Chapman.
So he's sacked, but there is a flag on the play.
Sharply tackled by Chapman.
Austin Chapman was the one in the play. It'll be holding on Southside, and it'll be declined most likely. And it will be declined by Northside. And it'll be 4th and 11 from the 37 for Southside. And they will go for it as there's no indication that they're going to bring on their special teams unit. They're going for it. They might as well go for it. It's a bit too far to kick a field goal for high school. It would be almost a 50-yarder from here. I'm not sure if there's many kids in high school football that can kick a 50-yarder.
During the homecoming ceremonies, our concession stand will be
they would definitely have to be a child prodigy to kick a 50-yard field goal in high school. And so Northside will call the timeout, and Southside will get a little bit of time to talk it over on if they still want to go for this. So really there's no option. There's only 2 options for Southside right here. They could try and punt it, or they can go for it, unless they want to try and kick the 50-yard field goal that it would take to put this to the uprights, but I'm not sure if Southside's kicker has it.
Rows marked in red are not to be satted. Your efforts are helping us offer a safer environment for all.
Well, there's not many options for Southside. If they punt it, it'll be 1st and 10 for Northside on the 20 if they fail. So Northside might get an extra 18 yards out of it, but it looks like they will bring on the special teams unit. Number 5 stands back at the 10-yard line to receive the punt, and it's a fake punt. Number 7 will run it, and he's going to be down right after the line of scrimmage, and it'll be turnover on downs and a 1st down Legends. So they try and fake punt with the direct snap to number 7. He runs off to the right side, and he's going to be brought down right after the line of scrimmage.
Northside with a 1st down at the 35-yard line.
And so Southside is sitting in a tough position now. They're down 2 possessions, and Northside is going to have an opportunity to drive before the half. And Northside will receive the second half kickoff as well. That's something that Southside has got to keep in the back of their minds. 1st and 10, Northside. Taylor drops back, looking to his right, and he catch is caught. Number 11 pulled down at the 38 to Jordan Turner. And the Legends will pick up a big gain off a 28-yard pass from Deuce Taylor to Jordan Turner. And that's only the 2nd big pass we've seen from Northside today as they snap it, looking over the middle, and it's right through his hands, incomplete.
Taylor's pass batted down by
And it looked like they had a player who was almost wide open on his way to the end zone on the right side. That was number 11, and it looked like the safety was running the zone and didn't expect him to hit the Jets going to the end zone. Taylor decides to go over the middle, though, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Handoff up the middle. He's going to find a big hole right up the middle, over to the side. He's going to find a big hole.
Lambert with
It's
the
going to
carry
end up down at the 13-yard line. That's Hassan Lambert on the run, and we have seen him do this all day long.
Penalty on the play, holding.
And there is a flag on the play.
North side.
And Northside's going to have to march it back, unfortunately. We're going to see where they spot the holding at, and that will decide where they put the ball. And so they will spot it at about the 30. They're going to say the holding happened at the 20, so Northside will catch a break, and they will technically gain positive yards from the run, but unfortunately not the full monster run that Hassan Lambert had. So instead of a 1st and 10 in the red zone, it'll be 2nd and 4 from the south side 30. Northside lines up and with 2 backs. 5 into motion. Drops back. Flag is thrown, but the pass is caught, and he might have lost some.
Taylor's pass to Johnson complete. There is a flag on the play.
And it was a quick flag thrown, and it will be illegal motion on Northside. Northside was caught not being set before the snap, and they will have to march this one back, and that's another penalty for Northside. 2 straight on 2 straight snaps, and that one just a miscommunication issue on Northside.
Penalty was accepted.
And they will have to march it back 5 yards, and they will end up only 2 yards ahead of the original line of scrimmage when they started this drive on the 32. So now they will, or on the 37, they will be set on the 35 for 2nd and 8. And they'll line up in a different formation, trips left, and handoff right up the middle, and going to stop forward progress. And it will be maybe a gain of a few, but not enough for a 1st down.
3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6. Northside has come out here early with the run game, but they've found some success with the pass game. We've seen the two big passes, the big pass really early in the game, and we just recently saw the big pass to set them up on this side of the field. So let's see where Northside goes on 3rd and 6. Takes the snap, and they're going to hand off Hassan Lambert, and he won't get the 1st down. He'll be brought down at the 29, and it'll bring up 4th down. So it's 4th and about 3, as Northside is not substituting their offense, but we've seen last week they had Deuce Taylor punt the football 3 times in the game, so that is something in Northside's arsenal. Deuce Taylor does punt the football sometimes, and we're going to see where they go with this play. Number 5 into motion, and they will actually run an offense, hand off, and it will be they will have not made any single. It looks like it could be close, and they might have to bring out the sticks and no, they'll give it to Northside. 1st down, Legends. So they're going to decide against bringing out the sticks. The ref feels good enough to measure it by itself, and it'll be 1st and 10, Legends.
So who wants to take the first try at the rock paper scissors shoot for it and we'll see. I'll stand.
Please don't take down our entire broadcast. I beg of you.
Okay, so
1st and 10 from the 26.
it's already set. So you'll double flip.
That's the Legends. Drops back the pass, looking to throw, chucks it to the right side. One-on-one coverage, And incomplete, just overthrows him off the tips of his fingers.
Taylor's pass broken up by Anthony Thomas.
And that's something we've seen Juice Taylor do a lot this year. He loves to try and throw it up to one-on-one coverage, and that really shows his trust in his wideouts, his trust in his receivers. He trusts them to make those big plays early.
Please make your way to the East Gate area if you are
And it'll bring up,
escorting a homecoming
unfortunately that play was
member.
incomplete, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10 Legends. Loud noises.
My lanyard's not working.
Drops back, he's going to hand off up the middle, and they're going to stop him short, so it'll be 3rd and after a gain of
Carry for 2
maybe
yards.
2 yards. And it'll bring up 3rd and 8. So another 3rd down. They converted on a
Allen on the tackle.
And then change the
they converted on the 4th. They didn't convert on the last 3rd down, but they ended up converting on the 4th down. So let's see if they can pull some magic out this time. 3rd and 8. Taylor in the shotgun. He takes the snap. Play action. Looking over to his left. He's going to fire to the end zone, and it is wait, no, he caught it. Touchdown, Legends.
The catch on the Juice Taylor pass.
And there was a receiver that was
4-yard touchdown.
invisible from this side of the field in the end zone. He makes a beautiful grab in the corner for a touchdown. So Northside takes a quick 3-possession lead, 20-0 here in the first half with 2:52 on the clock. And they will bring on the special teams to make it a 3-possession game.
turn it to 20. Okay. Yep. After they kick that,
Benito Romero
he'll change
lines up for the kick,
and then he'll change it down in distance to kickoff.
and he puts it up and off the scoreboard, and good.
Romero with the kick.
He puts the power on that kick, and it bumps off the scoreboard, and Northside will take a 21-0 lead. A quick lead for this Northside team, and this is something that we've seen develop over the time.
You're going to be doing this too. But you got to be paying attention to it.
And this is a Northside team that coming off of a big loss against Homestead. At the same time, this is a Southside team that has been coming off of loss after loss this season. They've had a really tough season this year, and coming to Northside, they're looking to possibly turn it around, but 21-0 out of the gate for Northside doesn't really bode well for Southside at this moment.
Yes. So this is the part of the
There is still a long second half ahead of them for both of these teams, so nothing is set in stone here. Northside showing their good run game, their good pass game in the first half. They've been able to do great work on the offensive side of the football. And while the defense has been a bit shaky at points, they have held them to no points here in the first half. So great job by both sides of the north side field, along with the special teams. And Northside kicks off the second half. And it's bobbled by number 1. He's going to pick it up at about the 4. And he will find room and will make it back to about the 20. And it'll be first down, Archers.
Force on the return brought down by Trevon Redmond at about the 17.
And so they're brought down at the 17. Southside will have a full field length to go to make this game closer than it is right now. And this is very, very necessary for them. Northside does receive the second half kickoff, so this could be, with the time on the clock, this could be Southside's last opportunity to score. First and 10. Drops back, looking to the right, fires quick, and it is caught. He will be brought down after a gain of 3,
Complete.
and it'll be 2nd and 7.
Chapman on the tackle.
Or no, not 3. Second and 4. They gained 6 yards. The angling is a bit off from where we are. Gained a lot more than 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Drops back to pass. He's looking, he's going to scramble, and he will be brought down, I believe, in the backfield. And I'll bring up 3rd and 8. Great sack by Northside. And we have seen this defense push around Southside's offense. They've been able to get to the quarterback and stop the run. When the play call is right, they've been able to stop the run.
Yeah, they spotted it.
Northside with the timeout.
And Northside will use their second timeout of the half.
Second of the quarter.
And so a quick reminder, at halftime, the homecoming court will be taking place before the second half. So you don't want to miss that. You want to do a recap with me at half? Yeah, because we got some time to fill before. Also, don't miss the recap of the first half with the Northside broadcasting team, as we will recap what Northside's doing good, what Northside's not doing, and what needs to happen in the second half for Southside. Here we go, 3rd down and 6.
Halfway through the second quarter at Homestead.
And you hate to say anything in the first half is
21-14.
necessary, but this is pretty necessary for Southside. They need this first down. Drops back, he's looking to throw, it's batted down by Northside. So the pass rusher will get in, puts his hands up and bats the ball away. And it'll bring up 4th and 6.
4th down.
And that is crushing. He's able to get the pass off, but the pass rush is able to get to it and bat the ball down. So Southside will switch crews and will bring on the special teams. Fourth down and 6 as Southside is looking to punt. It's off the ground and it's going to bounce high, and they almost get the block, but it'll be a bad punt, and it looks like there's a flag on the play.
Oh no, hold on.
And the question is this,
Personal foul.
and it's going to be a personal foul on Northside, so Southside will get the first down for roughing the kicker.
That's still 1st and 10. It's not the direction I thought.
Penalty for running into the punter.
Okay.
And that is unfortunate. Northside were going for that football, and they're just barely, and they nicked the punter. So it'll be first down for Southside.
Okay. Couple of things.
And so,
Talk to the camera.
and so disappointment for Northside for Northside. They thought they were going to get the ball back, but instead Southside will have more time to possibly put on a first half points. So for 1st and 10 from the Southside 36. And here we go. Ball is placed, and Southside looking for the 1st and 10. Drops back to pass. He's looking to his left. He's going to scramble a little bit. Gets his happy feet on. He's going to look, and he's going to be brought down. No, he gets the ball out, and it'll be caught, but he's going to be brought down for a loss.
Yeah.
Northlead's pass complete to Malone.
And it'll be 2nd and 15 after a 5-yard loss. And I gotta commend the quarterback there. That was a great job avoiding being brought down. He's able to get the ball away. Still going to lose some yards, but will avoid the ginormous loss that would have come from that sack. And so then with that, he might have kept this drive slightly alive. It's still not in the best position, but Southside can pull this out. 1:12 left in the first half as we're approaching halftime. As the quarterback drops back, he scrambles a little bit, He's able to avoid a tackle, but will be sacked. And so Southside's offensive line gives in, and Northside comes up with their second quarterback hit in a row.
Darrell Hill with the sack.
And they'll bring up third down. Third and 25. And this Northside pass rush in this first half has been amazing. In fact, the only successes that Southside's had on the offensive side of the football have been when Northside's brought a pass rush and they've been able to run around it with run plays. Northside has done a great job on both sides of the football to keep this lead ginormous. Northside comes into this game 2-4, and they are hungry to drop away a win, to put away a win tonight. If they can put away the Archers, they will be 3-4 heading into next week's matchup against Northrop. And Northrop has been the only team to unseat Homestead this year, the only team keeping Homestead away from being unbeaten. And Northside took a big loss last week to Homestead, so they will be going to face a team that's been able to beat a team that put them away. And so a win here will do great for the team's morale, will do great for the team's momentum. And Northside seems to be doing pretty well right now as they forced Southside back to a 3rd and 25. They will drop back. He's looking to throw, and he's going to be hit again. They're trying to pull him down, and they will finally call it a sack. And so 3 straight quarterback hits, 2 straight sacks, and Northside will force 4th and forever. And they're going to need binoculars to see that first down marker, as Southside is most likely, probably, definitely going to bring on their special teams unit. I don't know what it is, but I'm not thinking that Southside's going to be able to convert this one.
They're going to go for the
And Southside's going to punt it away, try and prevent Northside from having good field position. Clock is ticking down as we're under 30 seconds left, so they're going to run the rest of this play clock off. And Northside's going to let them. Northside could attempt a field goal before the half is over if they can get into good position. And we'll see where this kick return lands, and the play is whistled dead. Is there a flag? And the play is whistled dead, and it was whistled fair catch at the 47. And the officials will have a little bit of a huddle with 3 seconds left in the half. If we could start this clock and just run it out while they're having their huddle, please.
No, we'll go for this.
Yeah, but no. And so Northside will bring on their offense, and they're going to try and put one in the end zone with 3 seconds on the clock. Or they could take a knee. No, we've seen Deuce Taylor's arm. He has a big one, and we've seen him put big balls through the air into the end zone. But a 47-yarder is going to be a big task for the senior.
Norfleet is beside him, so don't pick that.
Cut it, we're live. And Northside will jog back to the sidelines.
The problem was I think I overloaded by having 2 videos.
As the referees are talking to Southside's head coach, and they're talking to both head coaches. I'm not sure what's happening on the field right now. I'm not sure if it was a penalty on the punt or why the play was whistled dead.
Put more time on the clock.
And the defense has gone back out on the field, so it looks like it might have been, they're going to possibly repunt this.
So it's going to go back to 4th and 30.
Put the time back on the clock.
and they're gonna try and get the Northside's gonna try and get this time back on the clock, get the clock reset. But it looks like Southside will be repunting the football, or they could go for it on 4th and 30. I mean, in general, a Hail Mary here is kind of a risky move, because if Northside's able to make the play end before the clock ends, they'll have perfect field position for a field goal or a quick touchdown. The safest play for Southside here today, if they want to come back, is going to be a punt. Try and run out the rest of this clock. There's not a lot of time left in the first half. So Southside, we're going to see what they do when they get on the field after the confusion is lifted. And here we go. Southside will finally jog back onto the field. They have not replaced the time on the scoreboard yet. I'm not sure if they're going to. They should. And Southside will bring back on the special teams to attempt the punt for the second time for whatever reason.
Why would you punt it? You should just run the ball. 3 seconds will go by.
And
Timeout, Southside.
and Southside calls a timeout. So they will continue to, they will call another timeout. I'm not sure if they're going to talk over a possible fake here, considering that Northside, I mean, maybe they were predicting that Northside would replace the time, but now that the people here have not replaced the time on the clock, maybe they might try and go for something because they know they can get that 3 seconds off the clock at least. And we could see a Hail Mary, we could see a knee, not a knee most likely, we could see a quick run up the middle, or we could just see a Southside punt here. And after the extended stoppage from the referee confusion to Southside calling a timeout with 3 seconds on the clock on their own 14, we are finally gearing up to have the Southside special teams do whatever it is that they've been planning for the last minute and a half or two. And after all of that, they will punt. And the clock is run off the clock. Northside will let it fall. No one touches it. And finally, Northside will fall on it to end the first half. 21-0 at the end of the first half here in this SAC matchup between Northside and Southside for the totem pole. Southside looking for their second win of the season, and it's not going too well for them here. 21-0 deficit here, and well, we saw in that first half, we saw the emergence of the run game for both teams. Northside towards the end there really putting it on Deuce's arm and really just having him throw the ball around, and they found a lot of success on that last drive. Southside has got to play better defense out of the second half. And so we will be back to you to bring the first half recap after you see the homecoming court. Is there a way we can mute the mic? Alright.
But I actually need it on.
Oh, that's, yeah, you're right. Alright.
But you can vacate if you want. Alright, I'll come relieve you. And then let's go. Oh, I can't bend my legs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the students and faculty of Northside High School would like to take this time to introduce our 2020 homecoming court. Representing the freshman class of 2024, Nellie Reyes is being escorted by her mother Alba Martinez and her sister Jenna Martinez. Nellie's future plan is to attend college as a double major in automotive service technician and mechanic and in construction. Dominic Malone is being escorted by his parents, Lola Carlisle and Isaiah Malone. Dominic's future plan is to attend college to play football and study law. Hannah Moore is being escorted by her grandfather, George Sandifer. Hannah's future plan is to attend college to become a pharmacist. Briante Johnson is being escorted by his brothers, Brayvon and Brayshawn Bassett. Briante's future plan is to attend college and major in business. Ladies and gentlemen, the homecoming representatives from the class of 2024. Continuing on with the homecoming court are the representatives of the sophomore class of 2023. Brianna Widener is being escorted by her parents, Jamie Reeder and Dan Widener. Brianna's future plan is to be an RN and earn her cosmetology license. Xavier Shipley is being escorted by his father, Sid Shipley. Xavier's future plan is to earn a degree in business so he can become a successful entrepreneur. Cynthia Romero is being escorted by her parents, Trina and James Romero. Cynthia's future plan is to attend college and become a pediatrician. Jalen Ellis is being escorted by his parents, Nancy Ellis and Terry Davis. Jalen's future plan is to attend college. Ladies and gentlemen, the homecoming representatives of the class of 2023. Continuing on with our homecoming court are the representatives of the junior class of 2022. Felicia Smith is being escorted by her sister, Kiara Smith, and her brother, Quincy Smith. Felicia's future plan is to attend college, earn a softball scholarship, and major in sports medicine. Fidel Quintana is being escorted by his mother, Camilla Quintana, and his sister, Elizabeth Quintana. Fidel's future plan is to attend IU and become an anesthesiologist or plastic surgeon. Sophie Vasquez is being escorted by her mother, Tina Vasquez. Sophie's future plan is to attend college and major in music and open her own business in California. Ashton Morris is being escorted by his mother, Sharnice Morris. Ashton's future plan is to attend Ball State University and study music education and graphic design. Ladies and gentlemen, the homecoming representatives of the class of 2022. Now, on to our seniors and our homecoming court for the class of 2021. Aurora Culp is being escorted by her parents, Elizabeth and David Culp. Aurora's future plan is to pursue a career as a dancer on a cruise ship and one day to become a dance and gymnastics teacher. Jada Johnson is being escorted by her boyfriend, Scott Saul. Jada's future plan is to attend college and major in dance choreography while minoring in special education. Brianna Jackson is being escorted by her mother, Cora Williams. Brianna's future plan is to attend IU to study nursing and become a registered nurse. Ronald Collins III is being escorted by his mother, Kimberly Beckman. Ronald's future plan is to attend college to become an accountant. Jacob Lambert is being escorted by his mother, Michelle Lambert, and Uncle Tony Brower. Jacob's future plan is to attend college and play football while majoring in business and communications. Please give an applause for all of our homecoming court representatives. I'm sorry, I missed Shy. Shy, I'm sorry. Shy Wynn is being escorted by his mother, Alicia Wynn. Shy's future plan is to go into the construction field after high school. How could I miss you, Shy? And now, the moment we've been waiting for. Your 2020 homecoming king is Ronald Collins III. Ronald, please step forward. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. West. Your 2020 homecoming queen is Brianna Jackson. Your homecoming king and queen, Ronald Collins III and Brianna Jackson. Thank you to all of you that came out tonight to support them. Thank you to Mrs. Spiegel and Ms. Hines for all the work they've done this year on the homecoming week activities.
Feel my fingers.
At this time, the cheerleaders are midfield are going to perform a dance for you. Please enjoy the hard work they've put in to prepare for this.
Probably a TikTok dance.
Really? They pick a TikTok dance and not an actual dance?
I think it's just a dance, but it's like... It's like a TikTok dance, but it's like a lengthened TikTok dance.
Okay. I think you should be down there, Dan.
I should.
Thank you, cheerleaders.
Are you kidding me with how cold it is? That'd be a brick.
Well done.
Yo.
I can't feel my fingers.
Yeah, you'll get used to that. All you have to do is go inside, get your hands wet with warm water. And then you come
that
back
hurts
and they're
more.
freezing.
That hurts.
Hi, I'm Aaron King. I'm the band director here at Northside High School. And the Marching Legends are getting ready to start a fundraiser. We'll be selling Wix pies from October 2nd until October 20th. They're only $10 a piece. We will have pecan, sugar, cream, peanut butter, pumpkin spice, and chocolate pies, all available. And you can see students in the marching band to place an order. And we sincerely appreciate your support. Thank you.
Of your journey with Parkview Sports SouthsideSportsMedicine.com.
Is that it for? So
I'm going to ignore that comment. And I'm going to keep
Northside Television and Radio Productions proudly present
South rival majesty our athletes.
I know, right?
The Totem Pole football game between Northside and Southside High School. That rivalry between North
That's
and
always
South
one thing. If
goes
you come
far
after halftime,
beyond the
you can get
football
up to three.
field. The amount of pride that our athletes
It's
take
kinda
when they
like
defeat
not
a Southside
food
team
is the thing
is
that-
something
Sit out there,
special.
Mark. I'm gonna sit out there and
The
I'll watch
history of the
watch
matchup,
person
the
who's
majesty
giving
of our
half
two
back.
schools, the faithful alumni associations that support us, that's what makes the North and South rivalry football game so much fun to be a part of. And regardless of the scoreboard at the end of the night, the real winners from the game will be the athletes that learn more than just about football from Coach Brevard and Coach Norfleet. These two men take special care to be transformational coaches. The real winners are our players who latch on to those life lessons that our head coaches and their staff are teaching to our athletes every single day. It's bigger than wins and losses. If we can develop boys into men and men into leaders, then the coaches have accomplished their job.
You're not.
Go North.
It's game day. The annual Totem Pole game is here. Northside versus Southside, a tradition going all the way back to 1927. And since 1950, a tradition that features the awarding of the Totem Pole to the winner of the game.
Way too early to get. No.
Tonight's game will be no different than any other game. SAC standings, score predictions, all that goes out the window. Ratings of players doesn't matter. All you'll find tonight are two teams battling hard to defeat the other team. There are no losers tonight. Tonight's winner will walk off the field exhausted and feeling as though they were able to escape with a win. A win in this series is always earned. It is never given. Only 2 times in the history of this series has the other team blown the other one out, each school having one of those. And lately, this series has been imbalanced with Northside taking a slight edge, but Southside has always battled back. This rivalry features 2 of the most historic schools in the state of Indiana. Southside's nearing its 100th anniversary, and Northside's not too far behind. For a lot of our alumni and staff, me included, you have attachments to both historic schools. As a former Northside football coach, this night is always going to be bittersweet. With friends still on the coaching staff and head coach Mike Brevard being one of my closest friends, whether we win or lose tonight, it'll be a difficult handshake after the game. To know that I've either seen a friend lose a game or to see my beloved Archers having lost a game. There will be no true joyful celebration for me. But as an Archer, I'll be pulling for our Southside. 3 short years ago as a Northside coach, I started to realize what the magnitude of the Totem Pole game meant. Visiting Southside as a Northside football coach, we lost on Southside's field, pulling within a score late in the game and then accidentally kicking the ball to the only kid at Southside that we did not want to have the ball in his hands, who promptly returned it for a touchdown and put the game out of reach in the closing minutes. Then 2 years ago, as a Northside coach, tasting the sweet victory of having the Totem Pole be taken into our hands, or into my own personal hands after a victory. Now I understand the magnitude of this game, and it's a magnitude that our current players will understand in future years. With close friends on both sides, friends that live in our neighborhoods, this game will always carry something more. But despite tonight's score, this game, this rivalry, will not disappoint. Southside and Northside football and their alumni are embedded into the frameworks of our city and our school district. This game is a preview of the future leaders of our city and our state. Both programs will display the attitude, approach, intensity, and toughness needed to become true servant leaders within our community. Who knows, maybe one of them,
like Superintendent Dr. Daniel, will become the leader of a school district and take the lessons they've learned from playing football at Northside or Southside and embed those into their own leadership style. So as you sit back and relax and enjoy the game, watching from home or from the stands tonight, take a moment, savor it, because today is Totem Pole Day. Go Archers.
Bill Belichick plays no one but white guys.
And now I have another video ready to go.
What does the trophy look like?
Hi, I'm Aaron King. I'm the band director here at Northside High School. And the Marching Legends are getting ready to start a fundraiser. We'll be selling Wix pies from October 2nd until October 20th. They're only $10 a piece. We will have pecan, sugar, cream, peanut butter, pumpkin spice, and chocolate pies, all available. And you can see students in the marching band to place an order. And we sincerely appreciate your support. Thank you.
Welcome back to Chambers Field here at Northside High School as we welcome you back to the Northside v Southside fight for the Totem Pole. Well, Northside has a commanding lead here in the early goings, 21-0 at the end of the first half as we await the second half kickoff. Some really big notes here for Northside. They were able to put the ball into the end zone 3 times, twice on the ground and once through the air. And now Deuce Taylor has passed very well through the air on deep passes, and they've also found a lot of great plays on the ground. A big thing that it came out of this first half that was unexpected for Northside was the defensive play. Northside's defense just straight up came out and showed up. They had multiple sacks, especially on the last drive where they put together 3 straight quarterback hits and 2 straight sacks. Now, coming into the second half, some things to watch for both these teams. Southside has got to put points on the board. It seems obvious, but sometimes it's obvious because it's right. Southside has got to put points on the board, and they have to find a way to stop this hot Northside offense. Now, tips for Northside, keep going what you had in the first half. You had a great defense going, something that was missing in the Homestead game. If you can keep the offense proficiency going, if you can stop them from scoring big plays, Northside will win this football game. And those are 2 things to watch for the second half as we await the second half kickoff that's coming up.
You know what? You've done your fill. You're free to go. Thank you.
Southside will be kicking off.
And Northside will receive the opening second half kickoff.
Defending the west goal.
And Northside will defend the west goal as we await the kickoff to start the second half. Both these teams coming in here sitting towards the bottom of the SAC. Northside coming in with a 2-4 record, Southside coming in with a 1-5 record. Both teams picked up a win against Wayne, and Northside's extra win came on the first game of the season where they upset Snyder away at Snyder. Northside looking for their 3rd win of the season, their first win against a team opponent not named Wayne since the first game of the season. No shade towards Wayne. And what we've seen a lot from this season from Northside is they've had great abilities on offense to move the ball, but the issues have been on defense. They had a lot of problems on defense last week against Homestead, especially in the second half. And so that's something that we might have to watch throughout the second half, is how the second half defense handles the offense of Southside. But here we go, both teams lined up and set. We are awaiting the second half kickoff, and boom, goes the dynamite, and we are off. It's fielded at about the 18 as he's going to find a way up the middle, and is going to get to about the 42, and it'll bring up 1st and 10 Legends.
Make it on the tackle of Bronte Johnson. Bronte Johnson brought the ball out to the 43-yard line.
And so the ball will be spotted on the 43 as the Legends will step out for 1st and 10. Deuce Taylor, starting quarterback for the Northside Legends. This guy has an arm. We saw that in the first half with multiple 20-yard plus touchdowns. But the thing about Deuce Taylor is that he has to run this offense well, and we saw last week he was able to do that well in the second half, and we'll see if he can carry that over into this game, second half against Southside. As he takes the snap, flips it over to number 6, multiple flags thrown, and he'll be brought down, but it'll most likely be a holding call on number 74 for Northside. And so Northside will have to march this one back a little bit, and they will maintain the first down, but it's going to be a different drive for Northside. They'll be spotted back at about the 30 for 1st and 23 now. And disappointment for Northside, as that's a penalty. And they've had a little bit of trouble with the holding penalty in the early goings in the first half. And we're seeing that switching over into the second half as they get a holding call in the first snap of the half. First down, jet sweep, number 11. And he's going to find a little bit of room and go forward for a few. It'll be second and down. And they're going to gain 2 or 3 on the play. Not much. Great read by Southside. They're able to adjust the defense over to the left side for the jet sweep, and they're able to stop Northside on first down. Second and long. Something. Drops back. Taylor looking to his right, rolling to his right. He's coming 9-11. He hits 11, and 11 will be stopped. Forward progress is at the 50. Let's see where they mark it. And they will mark it at the...
Taylor's pass caught by...
And the referee throws it off of a Southside player, but it looks like they will mark it at the 50. So they give him the benefit of the doubt for forward progress. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 3. No one has to know that. 3rd and 3 Northside. Handoff up the middle to Hassan Lambert. Lambert's got a wide open hole. He's going to break a tackle, and he's going to be finally pulled down at the 35.
13, first down, Legends.
And Hassan Lambert has been the ace in the hole and Northside's hole all year. He has been the number 1 running back for Northside this year. He's been able to break tackles, find holes, and he has been extremely successful in this game tonight. And he's given him a first down here. Let's see what Northside does with it on Southside's 34. Taylor takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking to the middle. He's going to scramble and throws it. Pass is caught for Northside touchdown. 35 yards to Jordan Turner, sitting in the end zone for a touchdown. And he's looking, and if you watch that play, he breaks the zone coverage. Jordan Turner breaks the zone coverage, comes right up the middle, and the safety was unable to adjust in time, and he's going to find the hole right in the end zone for the touchdown. A great throw by Deuce, and it'll be a extra point attempt by Northside, and it is good.
Romero on the point after.
28 to nothing. As Northside continues to bring up this lead, and they're going to look for that 35-point lead to start chewing this clock down to hopefully get this game over. This has been Northside domination here tonight, straight up. And Southside has only made it into Northside's territory twice tonight. They have not touched the red zone. So Southside has been unable to even get close to putting points on the board. The closest that they got, they would have had to kick a 50-yard field goal to put points on the board. And Southside struggling on the offensive side of the ball. They've been decent, but middling on the defensive side of the ball. And Northside has taken advantage with a 28-0 lead. And there's nothing better in sports than beating your rival, and that's what Northside has come out on this field to do tonight, straight up. And it's Benito Romero looking to gift Southside the ball back, and it is fielded at the 14. Going to find a little bit of room, and a good return is going to bring them back to their own 35. And Northside is a little bit upset, looking for a holding call that they're not going to get, as Southside will get the first down at the 36. Southside has got to put something together soon. This is not time. They do not have enough time on the clock to be meddling like they've been all this game. They've got to put something together on offense. Otherwise, this game could get ugly quick. And at this point, Southside has got to do something to at least stop the shutout in this rivalry game. Here they are, 1st and 10 on their own 36. Takes the snap, rolls to his left. He's going to find a lot of pressure, and he's going to be sacked. And the big man, 77, gets to the quarterback.
Brought down by
Desmond McKenzie gets to the quarterback, and it's going to sack him for a loss of 4. It'll be 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14 for the Archers. And this is a big loss for the Archers. They cannot afford a single-yard loss because they've got a lot of field to cover. And as much as that clock would like to make you think that there's a lot of time on the clock, with how Southside's been playing offense, they've been playing offense short. They don't really have a lot of time to be messing around here. Out of the shotgun, looking to the left. It's caught by 12 on the screen. He's going to be pulled down at the 35. Gain of maybe a few. It'll be 3rd down and 11. And Northside's come out here with the same defensive approach that they did in the first half. Stop the pass game through great pass rushing, and then smother the run game with their linebackers, and it's been working completely as Southside's now facing 3rd and long. Drops back, looking to his right. He flings it over the center, and it is caught. It is caught for a long pass down the field, and that'll be the first Southside touchdown of the game.
English pass to Malone.
And he
score 65 yards.
And a 65-yard bomb. And that'll be Southside's first score of the game. And Southside wastes no time on the 65-yard bomb. He finds him wide. He finds him a bit open with a little bit of space between his man. He beat his man by a tiny bit. That was enough to put the ball in there. Shades of Randy Moss. Southside will come on to kick the extra point. And Southside puts their first points on the board, closer to possibly that lowers the lead, and it's now going to be a 3-possession game. But they're going for 2. Their offense is on the field, and it's going to be a timeout for Southside. And keep it.
Even if they go for 2, it's 2.
We should change it to PAT.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, you want to change it to PAT.
PAT.
Literally PAT.
PAT. Point after touchdown. So Southside's going to talk it over whether or not they are going to go for 2 or just settle for the 1 here. They're going to be down 2. They're going to be down 3 possessions either way, but Southside could come back in this game, and that 2 could put them up by 1 if they're able to score 3 more touchdowns.
Capital P,
Capital
capital
A.
A.
Hey, give me a T. T. What does that spell?
There you
PAT.
go. That's not your fault. You're doing a good job, man. Southside should have just ran their play instead of letting the play clock roll down to nothing.
And so Southside will keep the offense on the field.
No, we got volleyball games next week.
I know.
And it'll be much more.
And Southside lines up. 3 receivers on the right side. They got 1 back as the play clock will start. And Southside is going to look for the PAT. 2-point conversion, rolls out to his right. He's going to stop by his own running back and sacked.
English brought down by Darrell
So the
Hill.
2-point conversion is no good as the quarterback runs into his own running back and then is pulled down by Northside. A great stop by Northside's defense. And it is 28-6. So Southside's finally able to convert on a touchdown. They've been taking advantage of what's been Northside's biggest downfall this year, their inability to beat receivers over the top on defense. Homestead took well advantage of it, and so did Bishop Dwenger in their second game of the season. And that's how teams have been able to take over Northside this season. And Southside puts their first ball over the top and are able to find a receiver through the coverage. And we'll see if that is going to be brought into the game plan for Southside. Southside came out here early in the first half with a running style offense that Northside's defense just ate apart in a second. And so ever since Southside's brought a more established pass game into the game, they've been able to move the ball. And that's the first time we've seen Southside able to get big yards and even a touchdown. So we'll see how that's able to affect the game here as it goes on. Southside looking to kick it off. A low kick, middling, and it's going to bounce low and finally be picked up around the 22 and returned. Flag on the play, and it'll be brought down at the 40.
On the return to the 40.
It's either horse cutter or holding.
Flag. Holding on.
And it'll be holding on Northside. So Northside will march it back a few to bring up 1st and 10. .46 left here in the third quarter of this Friday night matchup. A chilly 42 degrees out here at Chambers Field. And the broadcast team is feeling it, and I have a feeling the players down on the field are feeling it as well. It's great football weather. And we finally get the call from the ref that it is holding on the receiving team. That is Northside. And they will mark it at the 22. So Northside's got a 78-yard field ahead of them as they line up 1st and 10. Takes the snap, and he's going to run it himself, and he's going to spin, and he's still on his feet, and it's going to be finally pulled down at the 32. He's going to have a gain of 9, and it'll bring up 2nd and 1 for Northside. And a great first run by Deuce Taylor as he decides to keep it himself and gets a pretty good gain out of it by staying up. It'll be 2nd down as handoff up the middle. I believe that's Lambert, and he will push to the pile, and we're going to see where they mark it, and they will give him the 1st down after a gain of 2. So they're able to push to the pile for the 1st down. As Northside will continue the drive from the 31. Taylor puts the man into motion. Snaps it, drops back. He's looking. He's going to roll out a bit to his left. Pass is caught by number 12. 12 has some room, and he's going to be brought down in Southside territory.
To Rodney Woods for a gain of over 20.
And that was a great play by Rodney Woods. He was able to find him in open space. He used the advantage of the open space to find some open room upfield, and that's going to bring him into Southside territory at the Southside 41, which is where they'll snap it. 1st and 10. Deuce drops back, rolls out immediately to his right, and he'll fire it deep, wide open, and it's just through number 11's hands, and it's incomplete. And Jordan Turner has got to be shaking his head after that one. That was a close one. That probably would have been another 6 for Northside, but instead it'll bring up 2nd and 10. And on a cold night like this, I'm not sure you can blame him for one bobbling out of your hands. That's gotta hurt, especially the bombs that Taylor sends his wide receivers' way. He has a strong arm, and especially in cold weather, it can be a bit hard to hold on to those footballs. It'll be 2nd and 10, Northside. 6:30 left in the third quarter. And Northside will pitch it to Hassan Lambert, who's going to find some open space in front of him and get a pretty good gain of about 7. It'll bring up 3rd down. And Northside has been very good, has been pretty good this game on conversions. I don't think Northside's punted it at all this game. We've seen one 4th down attempt from the offense, but besides that, Northside has been good on 3rd down. They have punted. No, they have not punted. Rolls out to his right, and it is this time caught, and he will find his way to the pylon. Touchdown, Northside. Jordan Turner, he's going to make up for the drop with a touchdown. PAT. So Northside will retake the 4-possession game and go up 34-6 here, pending the point after. Jordan Turner finds open space and does what he does best. Yeah, it's 34 until it changes. Yeah. As Benito Romero is going to step up for the extra point. And it is through the uprights and good. Northside with more success on offense, and this is great to see for Northside fans here tonight. After their struggles last week again in the early goings in the second half against Homestead, it's good to see Northside back up and ready to go in the second half of this game. And we're going to see if they can get that clock running. One more touchdown will put them up 36, and 35-point lead or more in high school football means a constant clock running in the fourth quarter, which will be beneficial for Northside. It'll speed the game up a little bit for Northside and will help them get into the locker room a bit faster, which on this cold night I'm guessing they're excited to do. Nothing is better than the thrill of Friday night high school football. Especially a rivalry game. In this rivalry, one of the biggest in Fort Wayne. Northside looking to give the ball back to Southside on the kickoff. Romero to kick it off, and it comes off the tee. It's going to be a squib down and low. It's going to be fielded at about the 25. Finds a little bit of room. Number 3 is going to be brought down through the air at about the 36-yard line. TJ Easley who brings down Devontae Williams, and Southside will bring up 1st and 10 for Southside.
Correction, 36-yard line.
From the 36. And Southside is going to look to repeat their last drive where they were able to put A ball through the air for a touchdown. Long one, over 60 yards.
I'm good.
And they're going to look to hopefully repeat that drive. 1st and 10, north side. 1st and 10, south side.
I don't even want to get my head down.
Play action. He rolls out, trying to buy some time, and he's going to be smothered, but he's going to find some room, and he will gain about 7 on the scramble.
Scramble with a carry of about 7.
And so it'll be 2nd and 3 for Southside. And Northside brought in the pressure, but they brought in the pressure on the right side. They left that middle wide open, and he was able to fight for 7. And we're seeing that Northside pass rush that was evident in the first quarter. They did play action attempting to stave it off a little bit, but I think that it did. It really opened up that middle. Bring up 2nd and 3. Southside goes to pass over the middle. Overthrown and intercepted by number 3. Northside intercepts the football, and they're going to run it back all the way into Southside territory.
Collins a third with the interception.
Ronald Collins with the interception.
Northside, 1st down.
And Northside will get the ball at the Southside 37. And there is an injured Archer on the field as the training staff is over with him. He was injured on the play, and hope he's okay.
Xavier and DJ, I want you to finish this quarter and take a break. So, switch.
And he will walk himself off the field, so a good sign there for Southside. It's good to see a man walking off the field on his own power. And Northside will have the ball 1st and 10.
Coach him for a little bit and then.
First and 10 Northside from the 37. As they line up, Southside in desperation to make a stop here. Southside down 4 possessions, 35-6. And Northside looking to extend that lead here. 1st and 10. Deuce Taylor drops back. He's looking to the right. 12 is wide open, and it is caught for the touchdown. 37 yards. Rodney Woods with a wide open touchdown. A 37-yard bomb from Deuce Taylor, and that'll bring up a 41, make it a 41-6 ball game. And Southside has been struggling to cover receivers over the top tonight as well. It looks like they've been running a little bit of man coverage, and Northside's receivers have been able to beat it over the top with ease. As Northside is going to look to tack on the extra point, make this a 42-6 ball game. The kick is up, and it is through the uprights and good.
Romero on the extra point.
So Northside takes a 36-point lead as Southside is just gasping for air against this Northside Legends team. With 3:51 left, they've got 3:51 and 12 minutes left in the 4th quarter to go. So this is looking a bit tough for Southside to come back. They do have a 4th quarter.
Do we know any scores from the other games?
And they could possibly put together something impressive, and it would be very impressive to see Southside be able to come back in this game. So Northside looks to kick off. The Southside's receiving team, and they've been on the field quite a bit tonight in this 42-6 matchup. As Northside will kick it through the air, and it'll bounce at the 25 and be almost recovered by Northside. A flag is on the play. It'll be a kick out of bounds on Southside, or on Northside. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 35 for Southside, as Northside came out attempting to recover the kick and possibly get the ball back, but misses the ball, tips it out of bounds, so Southside will instead get the ball back in pretty good field position. And I want to deliver a thank you to anyone watching the stream right now. It means a lot to the broadcasting team here at Northside. We put a lot of work to put this together to hopefully put this ball. We had a bit of trouble in the first half, but we appreciate everyone that's decided to stop by and check out Northside's iteration of the live stream. Southside, first down. Drops back, looking to throw off to his left. They're going to rule it caught.
English pass complete to Bragg.
And it'll be a short gain. Maybe 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 6. So Northside covering over the top. They allow a quick one under the middle, or under, and he'll be brought down for a gain of maybe 4, and it'll be 2nd and 6 for Southside. They drop back to pass, looking over to his right. It's knocked high in the air and intercepted by Northside. And so another Northside interception. Trayvon Redmond takes advantage of a ball that is tipped up by Southside, and Northside will get the ball back in Southside territory for the 2nd time straight. And they are going to milk this clock here. Northside is up big in this football game, and Southside is constantly being reminded of it. They really stopped the shutout with that long touchdown earlier in the 3rd quarter, but ever since then it has been all Northside. First and 10 Northside. Taylor drops back, looking over to his right, has a man following him, but he's able to get it off. Wide open, number 11, right through his hands, incomplete. That'll be 2nd down and 10 as it goes right through his arms. The problem with that, though, is he's looking down the right side of the field because he's got a guy chasing him. He can't really turn around and look to the middle. Yeah. Yeah, but he saw a guy open and hoped to hit him. 2nd and 10 Northside. Handoff up the middle. Finds a lot of room, and he's going to be spun around and ripped down. And I believe that's a 1st down. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Northside 42, Southside 6. And a 36-point game for Northside.
Concession stand will be closing at the beginning of the 4th quarter.
And this would be a Herculean task for Southside to come back. At this point, it's going to be damage control for Northside. Southside's going to look for anything they can to possibly put more points in their column. They can make this one look better in the papers tomorrow.
Update on some scores. Snyder has defeated the Northrop Bruins 44-0. Concordia leads Wayne 20-14. Bishop Dwenger leads Bishop Luers 34-6. And Homestead is up on Carroll 42-28.
As both teams jog back on the field, it'll be 1st and 10 north side. So north side will line up. 1st and 10. From the south side, 32. Taylor drops back, looks to his right, scrambles to his right, and he will take it himself, and he's going to get a few yards. He's going to find a little bit of room and finally be ripped to the ground by two archers. He will gain 8 on the run, and it'll be 2nd down and 2.
Assisted by Morris.
As the clock winds down, clicking towards the end of the game here. Northside looking to get their 3rd win of the season, heading into an important game against Northrop next week. Southside is looking possibly at another loss into their column if they can't turn this one around. As they hand off up the middle, Hassan Lambert has a wide open hole, and he will truck forward to the 5, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Morris and Williams on the tackle.
Yes. Correct. Good job.
And so Northside within the goal line, 1st and goal. A great power run, found wide open field position, and when he was about to be stopped, he trucks forward to the 5. And this is the first time that the ball has been spotted inside of the 10 in this game. Both teams playing outs. Drops back, he looks to his right, passes, caught for a touchdown. As Northside tacks more points onto the lead here.
Taylor to Woods.
Taylor to Rodney Woods for a wide open touchdown. And that'll make the game 48-6. And this one's getting a little bit sad. This is turning into a sad night to be an Archer, especially for the football team. And they're at a big wall of struggle here. They struggled this game against Northside, and Northside continues to tack on points to make the impossible even more impossible as they tack on another point.
Collins with the hold.
43-point game for Northside. 49-6 is the total on the scoreboard, as the clock will completely drain throughout this 4th quarter as Northside has a more than 5 possession lead.
I could see that being where he's most successful.
And Northside looking to close off their 3rd win of the season. And if this second half of the season goes good for them, they could find themselves on the good side of a 5-4 record. It would be the first winning season under Coach Brevard for the Northside Legends. And this win against the Archers could be a good catapult for greater things to come in the later weeks. I may be getting a little bit ahead of myself considering there's over 9 minutes left, but with a 43-point lead, I think that this one is all but called for Northside, but we've seen crazier things happen. Let's see if they can get this to go as a high kick. Listen there, and it's almost brought in. Who has the football? And Northside will recover the football. There is a flag on the field. And where are they going to call it? And it'll be first down, Archers. So he took.
Can we play the game without these refs?
So Northside got to the ball, and they bobbled it around a little bit, and Southside ends up recovering it after it falls onto the ground. So Southside, well, they blew the whistle dead while Southside was in possession. So it'll be 1st and 10 Southside. And Northside they'll get a penalty that I haven't spent a lot of time watching high school football, but they kick the ball through the air, and apparently it is a penalty to touch the ball before any of the returners have an opportunity to. So they will get the ball in great field position at midfield. I've never ever heard of that. Ever. 1st and 10. Drops back. He's looking to his left, and it's on the ground incomplete. And back to that special teams play. I don't know what that call was. I really don't. I've never played high school football, but I've never seen a call that big. I've never seen a call like that on special teams. I thought that they might have had an opportunity to field the ball. I'm not sure if in high school you have to have the ball touch the ground before you can field it, but what do I know? I am just a broadcaster. It'll be 2nd and 10. Yikes. As the clock continues to run, 7:20 left here in the game. 2nd and 10. Handoff to the left, and going to be stopped at about the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Redmond on a tackle.
Bring up 3rd down and 10 for Southside.
Notice they all got pushed backward a half yard. That's not a good sign.
And so the clock continues to chew here as Northside will, and with 6 on the game, I think that I can officially call this game for Northside. As Southside lines up for 3rd and 10. They drop back, looking over the middle, and it's bobbled by the receiver, incomplete. A flag is on the field. And I believe it's in the backfield. It's not in the backfield, it's in the secondary, so I believe it will be pass interference.
Holding on Northside.
No, it's holding on Northside. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty, and they will repeat 3rd down.
Now, luckily that was a 3-step drop, so the quarterback he has to get rid of it that quickly. Or else
No, they will call. Holding is 10 yards from the previous spot, so it'll be a 1st down, Archers. As they enter, my bad. As they enter Northside territory.
the teams don't know where to go.
Watch the ball!
It'll be 1st and 10, Archers from the 40.
I think they can tell them what to do.
Gets them set. Takes a snap. Drops back, fires. Incomplete. As another low pass intended for Southside. It's going to go over the middle and low.
The quarterback is taking the
As there is just over 5 minutes left to play in the game.
and then getting rid of it. That's really what this is about. Just watch our defense.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Southside.
Well, that's why they're running, I think, a 3-step drops, because they're just trying to get the quarterback to get the ball out of his hands. All right, can you take over for DJ and have him continue?
Southside drops back. He's going to scramble a little bit in the pocket. Has to avoid the pass rush. He'll find room and will scramble for about 9. He'll be most likely marked just shy of the 1st down.
On the play.
Hey, ref!
Oh, and there's a flag down,
Do you have a phone? All right,
and they
you wanna
might
text
call
Dan?
late hit out of bounds
Text Dan?
for Northside.
Or your Foster? You know.
And it will be a personal foul on
1st down,
Northside.
Southside.
So what'd you learn? It is freezing.
And so that's the second late hit penalty this game for Northside. There's 4 minutes left as the game is quickly winding down here. Southside drops back, looking over the middle, incomplete. And it looks like there won't be a flag this time. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Southside. So Southside will take a hard loss tonight in this rivalry game against Northside. Final score is not set, but the result is all but over. Northside will take this improvement. They will improve to 3 wins, entering next week's game against the Northrop Bruins. And this could be very important for Northside's momentum and Northside's confidence.
Timeout, Northside.
And Northside calls the timeout, a weird decision as the clock is winding down.
Students, if you are
They're going to
waiting
stop the clock.
for a ride, please make your calls now to have your ride here.
That's for
We will
everybody.
clear the stadium 10 minutes after the game ends.
Me too.
I literally live like right there. It's not even far. Like a street over. That's what I love about the home games for volleyball next week. I don't know how to do anything. I just go on here.
Yep.
Where do I enter? Do I just go through the main door?
The main one to the gym, so like 31.
Door 31.
So the clock is stopped with 3:18 on the clock
There, or you can come in the
as we have a timeout, and
always use going to the gym.
we've seen a great game of football here played tonight for Northside. This is promising for a Northside team that is looking for the possibility of an improved season over last year where they ended, I believe, 4-5. They have a possibility if they win out to go 5-4 and have the first ever winning season under Coach Brevard. Southside play action and finds a receiver wide open, but he drops it. And that is a symbol for the entire game, really, for Southside. It has been a tough game for them through the air. They had one great play, the 60-yard bomb. And it's just, since then it's been besides that play, it's been really a despair for Southside. Be 3rd and 10, Southside. Drops back to pass. They're going to scramble and he'll be sacked.
English
So
keeper
Southside will
tripped up
force the
by-
4th down. And they're
by number 52,
most likely going to go for it
Desmond
here.
Hayes on the tackle.
4th and what? 10?
It'll be 4th and 10.
Alright, will you log over to the gate? You have,
Loss of 2 on the
he's
play.
got, they live within the 2
Oh,
minutes.
there was
Not only was their only win against Wayne, they only beat Wayne by 1. Southside will keep the offensive unit on the field. Southside's trying to get a little bit hyped here.
Yep.
Northside's trying to get a little bit hyped on this cold night.
Well, she's going to take it down.
4th down and 10. Southside drops back, rolls to his right, and he fires. Desperation, incomplete. Turnover on downs, and Northside will get the ball back, and now have 1:20 on the clock,
At the 12-yard line.
and they are most likely going to take this ball and just field it to the ground. And so most likely what we're going to see here is just a few knees from Northside and a lot of time off the clock. Northside will improve to 3 wins on the season, entering the final 2 games of the season for them. Southside will stay at 1 win as they enter a tough stretch where they have a team that I'm not sure what their next opponent is, but their last opponent of the season will be Homestead for Southside. As Taylor's going to run a play, and they're going to throw it. It'll be caught,
Pushing it back.
and he'll get it down to the 25.
Jonte Lambert on the catch
And Lambert
for a gain of 9.
will gain 9, and the clock will trickle down. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe, unless they're going to call a timeout, ladies and gentlemen, this game is over. So Northside officially picks up the win here tonight against Southside in one that was everything but close. So Northside picks up the win in the totem pole, and they will hold the totem pole for another year of Northside dominance. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight at Northside Southside at Chambers Field. We hope to see you again next week for Northside v. Northrop. And we are witnessing the presentation of the coveted totem pole, marking the 95-year rivalry between Northside and Southside. Center.
At this time, Principal David West will be pinning the tag for the winning team onto the totem pole trophy.
And there is Northside Principal David West pinning the Northside tag on the totem pole, which will mark another year of Northside's dominance in the sides in Fort Wayne. And dominance, I think, is the right word looking at that scoreboard. This was not a close game here, and Northside is going to hopefully carry that momentum into next week. They'll face the Northrop Bruins at Northrop. They've got an away stretch. They got a road trip ahead of them, as they have 2 straight away games, one at Northrop and one at Concordia. They will not be coming.
Congratulations, Coach Brevard and the North
My
Side
correction, Concordia will be, the game against Concordia will be at home for the Northside Legends. And Southside's schedule, they will close off their season against Bishop Lures and Homestead. Both, I believe, at home. Maybe away. I'm not sure about that one. Thank you so much for joining us on our broadcast of Friday night high school football. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing like it. We hope to see you here next week for more Northside action.